This video is sponsored by Standby Skipper. I'm at Epcot today to teach you how to get the very most out of Disney Genie Plus. But first, obligatory Spaceship Earth mirror selfie. I am using the help of good old Standby Skipper. I did already do this in Magic Kingdom, so if you missed that video, I'll have that linked in the description box below. And I'll be doing it for the other two parks as well, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on those. I'm here for sort of rope drop. The park just opened about 2 minutes ago exactly, but this isn't a park that you really need to rope drop, in my opinion, if you're using Genie Plus, especially if you're using Standby Skipper. This park has significantly less attractions, and if you are using Standby Skipper, I usually have pretty good luck getting a lightning lane for pretty much everything that you would need to. I am making my way towards Norway because I do have a frozen lightning lane for first thing this morning. It is currently 9:12 and you can see the standby line for Frozen is already very long. It says the wait time is about 45 minutes. I won't lie, with the line being that long, I really think that the regular line is definitely longer than that. Thank you. Let's talk strategy. Epcot definitely has a lot fewer attractions than, say, Magic Kingdom, so there aren't going to be as many rides that you need to try and do lightning lanes for. However, this park has a lot of non-ride attractions that you can experience because you have World Showcase, so there's lots of shopping and live entertainment and all kinds of things that we're also going to try and fit those in today. So my goal today is to ride all of the rides and also explore World Showcase and maybe even do a little bit of Flower and Garden Festival, because when you're here, you're probably going to want to do a little bit of festival things. The way I started my morning, so Standby Skipper is helping me book my lightning lanes today. I really want to show you guys how this system works and how it can really work to your advantage. And I'm hoping that it will kind of come through on something that I think is totally worth the money for. But to start out, I was up a little bit past midnight, so I bought my Genie Plus. I already had my Standby Skipper set up, so I went in and I put in my first search for the day. So the way that Standby Skipper operates is you put in search requests for the rides that you want to do, and then when you're eligible and there is a lightning lane available, Standby Skipper will book that lightning lane for you. The goal of this is so you're not having to be on your phone so much throughout the day, so like once you scan in for your ride, you're not rushing to book the next thing. You can enjoy the ride, and then hopefully by the time you get off, Standby Skipper will have booked the next thing for you. So this morning, my very first search was for Frozen Ever After and Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Both of those are probably the hardest to get lightning lanes in this park, so I went ahead and I put my search for both of those. Typically, I only recommend doing one ride for that first 7 a.m. drop, but in a park like this, where there are two rides that I really want, but I know they're both hard to get, I went ahead and put both just to kind of increase my chances. You're also going to find that there are multiple times of day that you can set your searches for, so you're not going to set searches for like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. It's not quite like that, but you do have morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, and then you also have anytime and ASAP. Anytime just means whatever is available, and ASAP means within 2 hours. For that 7 a.m. drop, I always recommend doing anytime. This gives you the best chance of getting what you want. That way, if Genie Plus decides to be a little grumpy, a little weird in the morning, Standby Skipper is still being able to search for that lightning lane for you and can grab it when those are available versus you having to sit on there and watch it yourself. Standby Skipper did come in clutch, and I was able to get a 9 a.m. Frozen Ever After, which 9 a.m. is when the park opens, so that worked out great. And then now that I'm off the ride, I'm actually going to be heading back over to the Imagination Pavilion and kind of make our loop around, ride all those rides, and then we'll talk about Remy later.
It's not about listening with your ears, it's about listening with your imagination. A dream can be a dream come true.
It is at the heart of all creation.
It's time to thank our sponsor for today's video. Standby Skipper is my favorite way to maximize your day using Genie Plus without all of the stress. This app reduces the amount of time that you spend on your phone by searching and booking lightning lanes for you. Standby Skipper is a third-party app that works in conjunction with Genie Plus. You'll simply plug in your lightning lane search requests and the captain will take care of the rest while you relax and enjoy the park. When a lightning lane for your requested ride becomes available, Standby Skipper will book it for you and you will receive a pop-up notification on your phone with your return time. You still have full control and can book, modify, or even cancel your lightning lanes on your own through the My Disney Experience app. But I like to think of Standby Skipper as my second pair of hands to help me worry less about booking the next thing and instead stay present in the moment. You can purchase a Standby Skipper Day Pass for $25 or 7-day access for $45. This is valid for up to 12 guests, and if you aren't quite sold, you can even try it before you buy it on some select attractions. Don't forget that Standby Skipper is a third party and they are not affiliated with Disney, so you do still need to purchase Genie Plus each day that you wish to use it. But this is meant to help alleviate some of that stress of having to learn all the ins and outs of Disney Genie Plus. To get started with Standby Skipper, you can click the link in the description or visit standbyskipper.com. And don't forget to let the captain know that Kayla and Mark Allen sent you. Now let's get back to the rides. I also realized as I was walking to Frozen this morning that I forgot to bring a magic band, which is fine. Pulling out my card is not always the most convenient thing. I think if you're using Genie Plus, magic bands are definitely worth it for the convenience factor. You can always use your physical card or your digital one on your Apple Wallet too. Standby is 15 minutes. It's 10:06 right now. Thank you.
Soarin to tower. We are ready for takeoff. On behalf of our entire flight crew, thanks for soaring with us.
My wait for that was a little longer than what you would expect, not because of the line being long or the lightning lane or whatever. You have to wait for the show before you to finish, and since it's like a 5-minute long ride or 5-minute long show, that's really where most of your waiting is when you do the lightning lanes. It still wasn't bad, it still didn't take that long. While I'm sitting here eating, I just got my notification that my boarding group for Guardians of the Galaxy just got called. The virtual queue option for this park is Guardians of the Galaxy. That just means that you can't just walk up and get in line. You have to book the virtual queue, or you can book what's called an individual lightning lane, which is not one that is included with Genie Plus. You have to like pay specifically for that ride. I have until 11:35 to get on that one. It's 10:41 right now. I think I have enough time to ride Living with the Land, and then we'll go over there. Originally, my plan was to go do the Seas Pavilion, so I had searches for Nemo set up. I went in and I canceled that search and I changed it to Test Track, since now I'm going to be over on that side of the park. So we'll see. Hopefully maybe after Living with the Land, once I scan into that, it'll get me a Test Track. We'll see. And then we can ride that maybe after Guardians. There's actually quite a bit of line this morning for Living with the Land. We are leaving the land and heading to space. It is, again, about 11:15, and right now, Remy, the lightning lanes are not available until like late tonight, like 8 o'clock or later, which is basically park close. It may even actually be sold out now. And then Test Track, those ones are not available until like 2 o'clock or so. Oh, pause. There's a new thing. So I finally caught the World Celebration Gardens acrobatics. situation. It's weird, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, back to lightning lanes. So Test Track, I think right now, those lightning lanes aren't available until like after 2 p.m. So my hope is that with Standby Skipper, that can do some of the searching and checking for me. It runs searches about every 5 minutes or so. So if something becomes available, it's gonna snag it for me. But I don't necessarily have to sit on my app and fiddle faddle and mess around and try and get one myself. That is the purpose of Standby Skipper. It's to help you alleviate not having to do those extra searching or spending the extra time on searching for those lightning lanes. You absolutely can do that yourself. You totally have full control to do whatever you want. But if you're someone who is a little bit of more of a control freak when it comes to booking your stuff, Standby Skipper may or may not be for you. The goal is to just help alleviate some of the time that you're spending on your phone so that you can actually be present and enjoy your time actually in the park.
The Nova Empire. I think we're jumping back. All the way.
Big bang!
We gotta get that generator. It's the
I don't care. Welcome to the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I cannot tell you how many times I have ridden that coaster, and I was at a point where I didn't believe that they played September. I did not believe it, and Mark Allen is literally gonna murder me when I get home. That line was pretty long. I think I was in line for probably about 40 minutes, but Standby Skipper did it. They did it. I knew they would. You just gotta trust it. You just have to trust it and let it do its thing. So I got a test track for 12:35. It's 12:12 right now, so I am walking over there. Now while I still have a few seconds before I go in, they have the regular standby, the lightning lane, and then they also have single rider. So if you're okay with splitting up your party, single rider is a great way to save time without Genie Plus. But also be aware that Test Track is closing June 17th for a pretty big like retheme refurb. It'll still be Test Track, just like updated. So this will probably be closed for a while. We'll see how long that takes. If you're here in the next couple weeks, make sure you ride it before it's gone. I might still be a teensy hair too early. Thank you. Thank you. Feeling a hot rod today.
Playing power test results.
I did it again. I just missed them by like a second. The jameters came out. So I could hear them as I was walking up, but I didn't quite get there in time. That's okay. Little bit of a strategy update. In Standby Skipper, I do have my search for Remy. Originally, all this morning I had it set for ASAP, so I was trying to see if I could get an earlier time. Since we're now kind of hitting into the afternoon and I am heading into World Showcase, I went ahead and updated that to anytime. What that means is that instead of only searching to see if there's one within 2 hours from now it's gonna try and snag it if there's anything available for the rest of the day. So again, Remy is sold out, so we're gonna see our luck. I'm still hopeful because it's still early. But in the meantime, we are heading to World Showcase to enjoy some of what that half of the park has to offer. Of course, we're going Mexico first because 3 Caballeros, duh. And strike that. That line was way too long for that ride. It was like all the way up, almost to like the ramp on the entrance. Nay. We'll come back and do that maybe a little bit later when it's not 1,000 people long line. I think I might hear Mariachi Cobre. World Showcase is to do at least one thing in each country. So Mexico, we did get to catch a little bit of Mariachi Cobre. We might go back and ride Grand Fiesta Tour a little later. Next up is Norway, which Norway, technically we already did because we rode Frozen this morning. So I think I'm gonna actually head over to China because I got a little something I need to pick up for Mark Allen. And if you do want to see some more in-depth things of what all there is to do in the Norway and Mexico Pavilion, we did full pavilion tours of both of those. So I'll have those linked in the description box below. We're heading into the House of Good Fortune. This gift shop has all kinds of cool, unique souvenirs, but what I am here for are these bad boys right here. You may be familiar with my little fan. So we actually just got these here at the China Pavilion. These are my favorite kind of fan. The electronic ones are fine, but you have to remember to charge them, and sometimes they can be really bulky. This takes up like no space in any bag, and it's refreshing, and these are great. But Mark Allen broke his, so I'm here to pick him up a new one finally. Problem is a lot of these are a little more feminine. I might see if I can find this one. He just wants a black one. Maybe I'll get him this one. That one's kind of fun. The goods have been acquired. Hopefully he likes his fan. I don't know what it looks like, but it's black, so he can't be too mad. So while I was in there, Standby Skipper did it, and they did dang good. So it is $153 right now. And I got a Remy's Ratatouille for $210, and Remy's is sold out. And I did not have to check the app 8,000 times to see if one became available. I just put in my search, and Standby Skipper did it. Does it take a little bit? Yes. You have to be patient. But literally, like, that just speaks for itself. If you don't believe me about Standby Skipper yet, I just don't know. I don't know what else to say. Made it to Germany. I think here I need to get a caramely treat. I feel like that's just classic. So let's see if we can find a teensy little caramely treat here at the Caramel store. There are so many things to choose from. I think I'm gonna get this caramel and cookie dough, just something little. Although this caramel apple cookie, my favorite. I got my treat. He gave me two. He gave me two for the price of one. Look at that. So it's a little caramel just nestled in some cookie dough. That is delicious. You have to visit the caramel store when you come to the Germany Pavilion. I don't know if I can eat two of these. My timing is getting better. Made a little pit stop in Italy. I was hoping to catch Sergio. I think it's Sergio. He's like kind of like a mime juggler. I don't know. It's really cute. It's fun. If you catch him, take a few minutes and watch, because that's always a lot of fun. So next up is America. Now America I'm skipping for right now. I want to eat at Regal Eagle. Now is not the time. So we're going to do that after we ride Remy. So I think we're going to head to Japan. I think Japan's next. We have made it to Japan, and I want to highlight something that I feel like not enough people talk about. These lovely gardens. So right now for Flower and Garden Festival, they have all these bonsai trees like all over this pavilion. So those are very cool. You've got all these beautiful little koi ponds and bridges, cute things all over this pavilion. Like, how fun is this? This is just so sweet and romantic. Actually, my friend proposed right here. That was pretty cute. There's even a little hidden Mickey. But now it is 2:46, so I'm gonna go ahead and head over to the France Pavilion. So we're skipping Morocco so that we don't miss our lightning lane, and then we'll kind of backtrack up just a little bit. Well, holy cow, I don't know if you can see that, but Remy is currently 85 minutes. ride's a great one. It's not 85 minutes great. If you can Genie Plus or rope drop, please do. Don't spend 85 minutes in line. Nothing is worth that. Thank you so much. I am inside Regal Eagle. I have my lunch, dinner, but I got a kids meal, and this is probably one of the best bang for your buck kids meals that you can get in Epcot, I think. I got the kids mac and cheese. You get this huge, delicious thing of mac and cheese. You get 2 sides and a drink. I got the baked beans, and then I also got some fresh watermelon, but this entire meal was like $6 and some change. That is a fantastic deal when you consider that the adult size portions are usually 12 to 15, even more, and don't come with all of the different sides and everything. Don't be sleeping on those kids meals, y'all. Those are such a good deal. And I even got a Coke refill. I'm gonna come watch Voices of Liberty. Why is there like no one on the floor? I'm sitting on the floor. Was the break that I needed. So Voices of Liberty are definitely a must-do when you come to Epcot. Of any of the live entertainment, that is definitely the one that you should go see. They're always phenomenal every single time. And it's an AC, and you can sit on the nice cold ground. Definitely helped a lot because it is hot today. So that was a nice little break. It is currently 4:10. We've kind of hit that time where it's not as hot. It's gonna start getting a little bit cooler, which is nice because it was definitely warm today. I've only got like 2.5 more countries. We kind of already did France with Remy. I'm kind of ready to head back up towards the front, I think. Let's do a little bit of flower and garden fun and check out the English tea garden here in the UK Pavilion. These gardens are usually here year round. However, they kind of modify it a little bit for flower and garden and make it a tea garden. So there's a lot of emphasis on like different types of plants and herbs to make tea. This is hosted by Twinings Tea. So they do have, I'll take you in there in a second, they have the Twinings Tea store right over there where they sell a whole bunch of different teas. But I just freaking love how beautiful these little gardens are. I'm a tea girl, so I love this. See, look how pretty the flowers are. All the tea is Twinings. Like I said, this is sponsored by Twinings. There's tons of Twinings tea. You can create your own tea chest. You basically get a little box like this, and then you can select 10 different little tea bags. So they've got a whole bunch of flavors. We've got peppermint, lemon and ginger, chamomile, honey, and vanilla. So a lot of these same flavors that we saw outside in the garden. Pomegranate and raspberry. Ooh, that would be good. Their chai tea is always super, super delish. On to our last country pavilion of the day, Canada. We're gonna go do this. So this is one of the films that you can see around World Showcase. It kind of just takes you on a little bit of a tour of Canada, and it's like 360. We'll go in there and I will show you a little bit of it. But what I like is the theater is kind of back, hidden at the back of the pavilion. There's all these really cool waterfall pathways that you can go explore, and it can be a really fun spot for some pictures too. They must be doing some refurbishment. Normally this is a huge waterfall kind of to represent Niagara Falls, but it is not on right now. So they must be doing some refurbishments.
Our journey continues to the west coast and British Columbia.
But that pretty much concludes World Showcase. So I think I went ahead and had Standby Skipper grab me a lightning lane for Finding Nemo. So that was really my last like main lightning lane that I needed today. There's a few more things that you can get lightning lanes for, but you absolutely do not need to get lightning lanes for them. One of those being Turtle Talk with Crush. We will go do that, don't worry. And the Pixar Short Film Festival. You do not need to waste lightning lanes on either of those things. 5-minute wait. Hi. 99% of the time, most of the wait for this ride is just walking through the queue. So you don't really need a lightning lane for it, but if you are here during a holiday or busy crowd time, I have seen the wait times for this attraction go up quite a bit, so don't totally discount it. I would still grab a lightning lane, mainly so that you don't have to walk through the whole queue. Yeah, so that cut the queue probably about in half, but you do still have the room with the butt.
I got that thing!
Oh, don't worry. Just keep your eyes open for it all the way. Oh!
Games? I love games.
Fish and friends for food.
Hey, where are you going?
So like I said, this is not one you need a lightning lane for because it's just going to spit you out into the same area as everyone else. So there's really no reason to get a lightning lane.
Hello, humans! Excellent, Val. It's totally lifted. Everyone in the tank, put your both fins up. Now go. Sublevel, good. Backbench, solid. The chick on the end, you're not gonna do anything. She's like, I can't put the phone down. Fins up, eyes closed, go. How many?
Lols. It was me. I was the one that didn't put my fins up in the air because I was on the end trying to be discreet with my filming, but that was so funny. Kind of like Monsters Inc. and Magic Kingdom, it's live improv, so you never know what's gonna happen. It's so good. It's great with kids. Make sure you prep your kids ahead of time with some fun questions to ask Crush, because you never know, they might get called. Fun fact, I think there are 22 different characters hidden throughout this whole area. Let's see how many we can find. You can see Maui with his hook. Oh, hey, hey, hey. And there's these little gourds off to the side. One of them has a Maui hook, and then there's a bunch of people, but there's another one like right there. That one has a hidden Mickey. It's little baby Moana. And then you can find adult Moana too. Is that a hidden Mickey? My favorite thing is they have a water bottle refill station right outside the exit. And yes, I need to refill my water bottle. I think I'm gonna head over to the Pixar Short Film Festival. This is a cool little building. It's right next to the Imagination Pavilion, where we rode Figment earlier this morning. And then just to the left, this is where you're going to find the Pixar Short Film Festival. Ooh, but first, the photo spot for the Disney Visa card holder is open. I only have mine on my Apple Pay, so we'll see if they'll let me in. It worked. So if you have your Disney Visa on your Apple Pay, I've never been in here. Wow, this is so pretty. Let's see who we're meeting today. It's a surprise. Look at this cool wall. All right. Oh my gosh. Hi. Have you guys been having a good day today at Epcot? I've been having a great time. Yep. I rode everything. Every single ride. Well, okay, there's one more I have to do, and it's my favorite. It's Three Caballeros, the Gran Fiesta tour. I gotta go see Donald, right? Yep. Well, wasn't that just the most special thing ever? Okay, so like I said, the short film festival is right there, and then pretty much right next to it, it's kind of like these hidden doors. This is for Disney Visa card holders, so not annual pass holders, not like you have to have a Disney Visa card. It's not always Mickey and Goofy. They sometimes will switch it out. It just kind of depends. You never really know who you're gonna meet. There's never really very many people. I mean, I was the second person that walked in there, so I waited like 2 minutes. That was cool. Didn't know I was gonna get to meet Mickey Mouse today, so that was great. There you go. See, you should be proud of me. I met characters. Haha. So once you walk inside, so this is the area right now that Mickey Mouse is doing his meet and greet with his Disney 100 outfit. And then, like I said, I think Minnie Mouse is also with him. Obviously, there's no one in here right now because he's not meeting and greeting anymore today. But I love all this like cute animation. This is my favorite Pixar short. So cute. Tell me in the comments if you know which one this is. So I did just miss the show. I mean, they're gonna play it again, but it's gonna be like 20 minutes before the next one. And I can't really film it to show you anyway, so I'm gonna skip it for today, but that's okay. If you need some good AC in the dark, need a break, that is the place to do it. Just like I told Mickey and Goofy, I think we need to head back over to the Mexico Pavilion. We cannot do a day at Epcot without riding my favorite ride. We gotta go see Spicy Donald. All right. Mexico Pavilion, round 2. Let's see if it's a little less crazy than it was earlier today. Oh yes, much better. Not a total walk on, but this will not be a long wait at all. And of course, by the time I walk out, there's no line. Wow, it is 6:57, so I have like an hour and a half before I need to get a spot for fireworks. But I've done everything, at least everything I was trying to do today, so I gotta think about what else we can squeeze in today. I think I am feeling a treat. What kind of treat? I don't know yet. Let's find something yummy. I think we just need to take a minute and admire how stunning this sunset is. Sometimes you just gotta take a minute and soak it in. Can we just talk about the amount of food that I just got for myself for $16? So I got the kids empanada. It comes with 2 cheese empanadas, chips, queso, fruit, and a small drink. All of that was about $10. And then I got the churros with chocolate for about $6. I wanted to get the churro sundae. I won't lie. That was my initial thing. But I saw how big it was, and there's no way that I can eat that by myself. So I opted for churros by itself. Even better, I get to watch the sunset from my table. Okay, I did find a nice little spot. This is actually a fantastic view. What you are looking for are these big barges in the middle. So like I said, it's about 8:11 now, so I'm just gonna hang out, and then we're gonna end our night with some of my favorite fireworks. This quick because the music is loud and I'm not trying to get a copyright strike. But anyways, that is my day here at Epcot. So feel free to take notes, steal my strategy, try it out for yourself, and most importantly, give Standby Skipper a try, because I promise it will make your day so much easier and so much more enjoyable. Thank you again to Standby Skipper for sponsoring this video, and don't forget to subscribe because I have 2 more videos in this series coming out. If you have Standby Skipper questions, Genie Plus questions, or strategy questions, you can ask me those in the comments, and that is all I have for you guys today. Now go create your ever after.